Buzzing since 2017. The
Yes,
station has been
sir.
putting on for the artists since 2017, and we in here lit up, we in here turned up, man. I go by the #1 supporter DJ and the whole damn universe. Yours truly, your boy Lil John Stoppin'. I'm in here. Check.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know what's going on, man. It's your boy DJ Q helping, man. Get in tune with your boy, the crowd controller, man. Let's
We in
go.
here. We
Yes,
in here
sir.
turned
Yes, sir.
up, man. And before we kick off this live interview, of course, go download that free Mixler app. Search us up right there, Mainstream Radio. Because, of course, y'all do not want to miss out on this live hour-long interview with the Brody 803Vonte.
Welcome, my boy.
What's up?
How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are y'all?
Hey, you know, I'm always blessed,
Right.
man. You know, people ask me that all the time, like, how you feeling? I'm like, I'm blessed by the best.
Say that. Hey, say
You
that.
stay blessed by the best, you
You
know?
go to church in this
Yes, sir.
Go introduce yourself to the peoples, man.
Alright, so my name's 803Vonte. I'm 17, and I've been making music for 7 years now.
Yes, sir. Woo.
7 years.
Hold on, bro. Tell them how old you are, bro.
17.
Woo.
17. You heard him? He said you've been going crazy for 7 years.
Yes, I've been
7
freestyling
years.
since I was 10 years old.
Yes, sir. I love it, man.
And you started young. I ain't gonna lie. I love when people actually start they craft, start, you know, what they love to do young. You know, like I said, I started DJing at 13. You know, so I'm 25 now. So, you know, I feel like the hard work dedications that we out here doing as brothers, the hard work, dedication, grind that we out here doing, man, you know, keep going, bro. You know, don't
Facts.
stop. Don't give up. You know, and you still in high school. You only 17 years old, man. You know, I remember when I was 17. You know, I wasn't even thinking about, you know, starting my own radio station at all, man.
Me, bro.
You know, I was on other radio stations, but it was that time, like, man, you know, when you sit down and have, you know, these conversations to yourself, like, man, you want to start this, you want to start that, man, you want to continue to keep growing, want to continue to keep piling stuff on your plate, because like I said, man, you want to continue to keep moving around, keep going crazy, keep doing this, keep doing that. People feel like, man, you know, does it takes a lot, you know, to start this, start that? Yeah, you know, people don't realize, like, man, being an artist is not easy at all, man.
No, it's not.
Explain to us why it's not easy, man.
I mean, it's not easy for the simple fact that, like, you have so many factors that stack against you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that comes to you just at night. It's not a normal job, per se. I mean, you can technically, yeah, you could go pick it up, do it and start it, but there's nothing that, like, you can get for, you just don't blow up. You don't find yourself in your music just immediately.
Right.
Exactly.
It takes time, it takes dedication. For a lot of people, it takes finally, like, truly understanding your emotions as a person.
Yeah.
To be able to tap in with your inner self.
All day. And of course,
So
your
good.
cameraman in the building, you want to give him a shout out?
Yeah, I got my cameraman in here. It's my boy Robbie V on all platforms. If you want to go check him out as well.
And of course, you didn't come along. Of course, you came with 3 bangers to drop on Mainstream Radio tonight, man.
Yes, sir.
What 803Vonte bringing on the airwaves? What's that vibe like tonight you bringing to the audience?
So, to be honest, it's probably a little different than a lot of people listen to. I mean, a lot of people nowadays, they listen to stuff to like get them hyped up, you know, give them a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But for me, I make music for people so they don't feel alone. I don't
Okay.
want anybody in
I
this
love
world,
that.
especially like coming from like being so young. I understand how it feels for people to feel like their emotions are meaningless. So I make music for people who are going through similar situations so they know they're not alone.
Yep.
So all 3 of these songs you about to hear from my new EP, they're all music for people to relate to, something everybody's been through, and for you to take a look and be like,
And they
"Look,
out
I'm
too.
not-"
You
Yeah,
said they out on the
they
EP.
out. It's just for something for you to listen to and be like, I'm not the only person who feels this way.
Yeah. Man, salute to my brother in the building as well on the side of me, DJ Q. I'm
Yes,
gonna pass
sir.
this
Yes,
mic
sir.
over to him. What up, boy?
Man, what's up, man? You know, bro, just hearing you talk, bro, I think it's beautiful how you can understand that at such a young age. You know, when I was 17, bro, I was so into football and girls and, you know, just trying to kick it. I ain't really have my head on, you know, the right way. So it's beautiful that you can see that you can make that music, bro. So with that being said, how did you really engage in that side of the music, like bringing that energy? Like, did you go through a situation that brought you to the light, or did you know, you knew somebody that maybe went through something that was difficult and had them, you know, kind of scrambled everywhere? Like, what brought you to, you know, wanting to preach about that?
So to be honest, when I first got into music, my cousin actually told me this when I showed her my music. Apparently, the first song that ever made me be like, "Oh, I want to do music," was "Kiss Me Through the Phone" by Soulja Boy.
Oh, that's my song.
Yeah, so, but as I got older, like, I got into different music. I started listening to a wide range of styles. And then, I mean, Chicago, you got Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
And at the time, like, I was going through a lot of stuff with, like, my mama and, like, my dad. and like a lot of that emotional like rampage, like it was kind of concerning on where I was gonna place it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did a little bit of music, stopped, got into high school, and I was in a relationship with somebody. I cared a lot about her.
Yeah.
And her mama basically like caused the end of the relationship.
Oh wow.
Like she didn't like me for who I was. She didn't like the fact that my family didn't come from money, so she didn't like that part about it.
Mm-hmm.
And just having that like stripped away from me, having the person who made me feel like everything can get better,
Mm-hmm.
I had to look for different outlooks.
Right.
And I wasn't going to be somebody, especially being the fact that I already preach against like drugs and violence,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to go straight to them.
Right.
So I tried to like stop from my past and like I started making music again. And a lot of people were like, you know, like, dog, this is like, it's making me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And hearing those words, I was like, I gotta make other people realize there's different options,
For sure.
you know?
For sure. And that's good that you're doing that, bro, because there's a lot of people in this world that need that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that go to the wrong source to try to find that relief, you know what I'm saying? And when they actually do get what they think they're getting as relief, you know, it'd be the wrong intention, it'd be the wrong energy that they're receiving. So it's really good that you understand that, bro. That's super dope. So I heard you bring up Juice WRLD, man. You know, Juice WRLD, that was one of my favorite artists, and it still is to this day. You know, I'll be slamming his songs at least 3 times, 4 times a day when I'm driving. I make sure some Juice WRLD come on. I actually went to the same high school as Juice WRLD. I don't know, a lot of people don't know that, man, but he went to Homewood Flossmoor, man. Shout out to the Vikings, man. But
and he recorded at Envyon's too.
And Envyon Studios,
Yeah.
y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I remember there was times where, you know, after school they'd be having like little freestyle groups and stuff, you know, and he'd do his thing and, you know, he'd just take off with it, bro. So do you consider yourself like an artist like Juice WRLD, or, you know what I'm saying, or do you just kind of find him as motivation to what you want to preach or how to get it out as far as like how you get your message across to people?
I understand what you mean by that question, but like a lot of people say I sound like him. A lot of people say I have like really similar flows to him. I bring up a lot of similar topics, and I agree with that. But me personally, I feel like it's my music
I love
and it's
it.
me.
I love
I
that.
feel like at the end of the day, I can do whatever I want with my music. I just choose to focus on things that I feel are more important.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yes, I may have similar style, I may have similar like plot points in my music, but at the end of the day, it's me.
Yeah.
It's not somebody else.
I love that, bro. I love that. A lot of these artists nowadays, man, you know, they want to sound like so-and-so or get on like so-and-so did or do something similar to somebody. But a lot of times you got to understand, like, your own individuality, your own creativity, that's what really bring your face to light. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you understand that, bro. And that's what's up for real. Like,
Yeah, because we love, one thing I love, you know, as us being DJs, we enjoy listening to different tones, different vocals, because everybody we want to sound like G Herbo, Dirk, Polo G, you know. And I be wondering, like, at times, like, when y'all be in the studio, you know, getting ready to drop another song, I'm like, dang, y'all producer don't be telling y'all, like, damn, is this G Herbo that's in the building? Because actually, an artist that I actually went to school with, you know, I ain't gonna condone no name, you know, but he sounds just like G Herbo, like, his flow, he, you know, sounding, talking, this and that. And me personally, like, I ain't gonna lie, I love listening to people that got their own voice. I don't like listening to somebody else that's trying to sound like G Herbo or Polo G, this and that, because I'm like, if I already know what G Herbo sound like, I could just turn this off.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, if you ain't got your own tone, if you ain't got your own lane, why you want to be like this next person? Why you want to sound like this next person, man? And I feel like a lot of these artists don't get these sit-downs conversations with the DJs that have these critique feedback, because let's face it, a lot of artists don't like critique feedback, because the first thing they'll think, we're hating on them. They'll think, you know, we doing this, we doing it. But it's not that we're hating on you. Salute to my Coalition DJ, because we actually got New Music Monday coming up on Monday. And one thing about us, you know, we love giving the artists critique feedback of their music, if it sounds good, if it sounds bad, you know, or sometimes we gonna uplift them up. You know, if it's one track that's sounding bad, you know, and the other 2 tracks sounded good, we'll tell them, like, bro, whoever did that to that track, go back in the studio and let them know, do it again to this track and to that track. Because we want to better you and not just push you to over here to the edge. You're like, nah, because at the end of the day, we the DJ that's gonna be bumping you at the clubs, on the radio, here, there. And like I be telling all the artists, man, always stay connected with the DJs, because, of course, we the life of the party. You know, we're going to make sure your song's being trended. We're going to make sure that your song's being pushed to the other DJs, because the other DJs might be like, man, what's this song called? What's this single called?
Right.
And they might not know what it is, but we got it. And we'll be like, okay, you know, if it's okay with y'all to send it to them, because I'm the type of person, I would never send y'all music out without y'all permission at all. Because I don't know if you don't want your stuff linked.
That's like an what is it? An unwritten rule. You know what I'm saying? As a DJ.
Because people be linking y'all songs on here, on that, and you be like, damn, this song ain't even dropped yet. Because I pay attention to watch a lot of artists be getting their songs linked out. People don't even know when it's supposed to be dropping. I think a couple months ago, you know, Beyonce actually just dropped her new album, and somebody linked the whole thing, you know, and I was like, dang, she ain't even dropped this till Friday, and how I already got it in my inbox on Wednesday. Like, I'll be telling people, like, be precautious of who you send your music out to, man, because, like I said, everybody be so hungry and so ready for your songs, but sometimes that one track on there, you might not even be ready to push this song out at all, man. So definitely 803Vonte is definitely in the building tonight. Of course, he's our spotlight artist, taking over the entire 8 o'clock hour, man. And of course, man, we got to drop this first single of the night, man, because I think it's time to turn up mainstream tonight, man. What you want to do first, man? Talk to us, man.
Alright, so I mean, the first song that y'all are gonna hear on the Soundwave, it's a song called "Home."
Okay.
And the entire basis, the entire like feeling that I got behind this song, is that instant feeling you get when something like when you lose somebody, not even like physically, like completely lose them from life.
Right.
But you get into an argument with somebody, they walk away. You get into an argument with a friend or something, they walk away. And those first thoughts that run through your head, that's like, what am I meant to do now?
Right.
You know, and like,
and people go through that at times. Mm-hmm. You know, they go through frustration, they go through breakups, they go through, you know, somebody passing away, you know, and I feel like a lot of people, you know, don't express so much in their music. They hold so much of the grudge in, and sometimes you just gotta let it out. Let the world know, you know, like, this is what I've been going through. I had this, I had that, you know.
Me personally, I feel like as a society today, like, especially like males, we're brought down so much to feel like our emotions are like powerless.
Right.
And I don't feel like that's healthy. Like, there's way too many people losing themselves and things they shouldn't be losing themselves. And like, I want you to realize, like, it's okay to talk about how you feel to your bro, to your mama, to your girl.
Right.
Like, if someone ridicules you for talking about your emotions, they're not somebody you need in your life.
That's right.
You need people who can help you up from where you are, bring you up to where you can be, and then bring you up even further than that.
Woo! Come on, y'all. 803Vonte is preaching tonight.
Hey,
come on. Hey.
I love it, bro. I love it, man.
Hey, 803Vonte is definitely in the building tonight, taking over the entire 8 o'clock hour, man. Big shout out to my little homie checking in, tapped in to his favorite damn radio station, of course. My boy, Cleo, tapped in, tuned in. And you know it's always love and always support, man. But you know what? One more time, man. Introduce us to this first single of the night, man.
This first song is called "Home," bro.
Let's get. Is the video out real soon, or can we expect it real soon?
We're doing a visualizer, and then there's a lot of things in the works. I'm gonna keep that to myself right now.
You gotta stay tuned in, turned up to Mainstream Radio. Q, you got it ready for us, big bro, man?
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
Let's go, man. 803Vonte in the building. Keep it on lock. More bangers and more great conversation all coming up next, right here on Mainstream Radio. Let's go. Come on, bro. You in here going crazy, snapping,
I love the
man.
vibe, bro. I love the vibe.
Heck yeah, man.
And you said that's out right now on the EP?
It's out everywhere. Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music.
So I feel like, you know, a lot of artists don't have these sit downs, like I said earlier, man, when it comes to expressing so much in y'all music, man. You know, take us to like that journey when you in that studio, man, ready to make magic happens.
I think thinking back to when I made this song, I was at the studio with my boys, Rob, and like a few other people, and we're sitting in the like car waiting for like the engineer, like waiting for him to call us.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know what song I should record, and I played this, and they're like, this one, record this one today. And originally, like when I walked in there, like I recorded the chorus, like the pre-chorus and the chorus, and I was just like, I don't know, like I kept having to re-record it because like I wanted perfection.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And originally, like eventually it came to my head like they overdo the auto-tune and then they bring it down. I was like, you know what, let me just stop worrying so much and be me.
Right.
Like when it comes to making your music, it's your music for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't need to be somebody else. You don't need to talk about things you've never experienced, because then when it comes to, you won't be able to relate to people like that.
That's right. So and have you ever been nervous, like when it was that time that, you know, that first day in that studio? Because everybody get nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first started DJing, bro, hell, I didn't know what the hell to say on the mic.
I know that feeling like yesterday. I only been DJing for a year, so it's like, I remember my first time ever walking to a club knowing that I was gonna be the man, you know, behind the music.
Right.
I mean, my head was all over, bro. My heart was just boom, 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 boom. I was nervous, but, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you just got to get out your head, you know, and then you can't really put no time frame on that. You know, it might take you an hour, it might take you a couple hours, it might take you a couple songs, you never know. But whatever you got to do to get in that space where you know you're gonna move right, you're gonna do what you got to do to make it successful. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
man.
and you say you don't rush at all, man. You take your time. You feel like if you feel like this ain't right, you going back in there and redoing it again, man. And that's how it always should be, man. Cause I be telling people this all the time, man. Like, man, never rush, your process. Never rush, any music that you about to drop, man, because you will feel like, man, that song is not a hit. And I be telling people this all the time, man. Like, some songs that a lot of these artists do make is not a hit. You might make a hit, but a song that you feel like that is a hit might not be a hit because it doesn't feel like you didn't rush so much. You don't feel like that too much didn't happen, too much of this happened, too much of that happened. Had that ever came across to you, like, man, when you felt like, man, is this a hit? Should I do it again? Should I go back in the studio, re-record? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, to be honest, like with me, I'm not really worried about a song technically being a hit because every song's gonna gain you like people that's gonna listen to your music at the end of the day. But re-recording, for the most part, at least with me, I like all the songs that I have recorded at the studio already had some lyrics written down because I like to freestyle, and I have a really bad memory. So once I freestyle something, I write it down real quick.
Right.
Freestyle something, write it down real quick. And so walking into the studio, I already had home fully written down. But still, even afterwards, like, hearing it through, and I was like, I remember there was one point, the engineer, his name is Meeks, he was like, hey, how do you feel about that? And the second he said that, I was like, I agree with you. It don't sound right. So we went back and retook that entire part. And to be honest, I'm really grateful that I did that.
And I love when engineers actually have a sit-down conversation with y'all, man, because of course that's your engineer, that's the person, that's responsible for your music, this is the person that you is doing service with. So at the end of the day, of course your producer, your engineer, your sound man, whatever you do, is gonna have those combat conversations with you, man, so, man, salute to you again on everything you got going on, man, number love, and of course, number support, just everybody that's checking in with us, and of course, everybody that's always rocking out with us. One more time, introduce yourself again to the peoples, man.
My name is 803Vonte, I'm 17, and I'm here to take this world by storm.
Man, 803Vonte is definitely in the building tonight. Big shout out to y'all that's checking in with us, and of course, shout out to y'all that's rocking out with us. I gotta give some shout outs to people that's checking in, tuned in, man. They be texting, making sure I say their names right. So I had to look at my phone and make sure I say their name right, man. Salute to my bro, New 8, checking in right now. Number love, and of course, number support. Towards all y'all that's always tapping in. And of course, y'all, I ain't bougie, I ain't Hollywood. I'm going to shout y'all out. Y'all want to shout out on the radio. I'm going to shout y'all out, man. Number love, and of course, number support, man. And of course, man, the blessings towards you that you got going on, man. You're 17. You're still in high school. You just mentioned earlier that you're about to be graduating on the 22nd, man. An early Christmas gift.
Early Christmas gift. Say that. That's what's up, bro.
You ready, man? What's some plans after high school, man?
My plans after high school is that right now, I plan on moving to Texas in July, like after we have the full graduation.
Well, I hope you're ready for that heat in the summertime, because
I'm from the South, so going back.
Oh, so you good? All right, so you're
familiar. So you good with that heat being burnt up?
As of right now,
I ain't even been over there to 110s, 115, 20 degrees.
It's bad.
Yeah. You can fry egg out there on the sidewalk. Like, damn. This. Woo. We get heat. We don't get like that extreme moist.
Humidity.
Oh God, you go to Vegas. I know somebody was actually out there in Vegas. They was like, man, it's like they heat. You be ready to just walk outside with just nothing on, with just socks. Take the socks off, just walking down the street. Like, man.
Bro, just slanging.
We be like, man, but I feel like, relocating is actually a good thing because, not everybody want to stay in a city. Not everybody want to stay in a hood where they came from. And hell, me, I want to get ready to relocate real soon, because it'll feel like you accomplished so much in your own city. Now you want to go to another city and expand. And like I be telling people this all the time, Q, man, we get love and support from strangers. Man. And our own people won't even rock with us. Our own people won't even support us at all, man. Has that ever came across that towards you? You get support from strangers? Look how we met. Look how all of us met,
To be honest, like, actually recently, I decided, like, when I finished this EP, I was like, I spent money on this. I'm going to take this a lot more serious than I've ever done. So, like, I'm on my Snapchat, like, posting it, this and that, and, like, I had a few people hit me up, and then I even had one kid who just has me on Snapchat. Don't know how he got it, to be honest. But had me on Snapchat, and he walks up to me after class, and he's like, to be honest, bro, he's like, I'll really rock with your stuff. Like, it's a lot better than a lot of the stuff that's going through this school.
I wish I kind of was like that to walk up to us, like, I rock with you, but, I kind of be killing each other and doing.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I ain't gonna lie, but y'all kind of be turned up. you know,
Yes, sir.
partying and lit up,
Y'all be
going
having fun,
crazy. But
man.
one thing I love about y'all actually support one another. You know, y'all not hating on each other. Y'all not thinking y'all better than this person, better than that person, man. You know, I feel like, you know, we as us brothers doing what we love to do, man. You know, I feel like we all need to actually have these sit downs, conversation with one another, because everybody be so focused on who's hating on who, or focused on who ain't supporting this person, or who doing this, who's doing that, because we be so focused on the negative and we overlook the positive that us people's out here doing, man. You know?
I mean, like I tell a lot of my friends and stuff, when you spend so much time looking backwards to see the people trying to bring you there, you can't see where you're going forward.
Yeah.
You end up tripping over something you shouldn't have tripped over to begin with.
Yeah. So have you ever had that mindset of giving up on music? Because I feel like everybody goes through stuff at times, you know, feeling like, you know, nobody ain't rocking with them, nobody ain't supporting them, you know. Hell, I was the type of person that was ready to give up on mainstream, you know. And what made you kept going from going into that give up stage to keep going?
To be honest, it wasn't. The mindset of giving up with music was was like an underlying factor of something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of just like giving up in general, like giving up on life. And I was in that song for a minute. I was recording songs on BandLab. Shout out that, because a lot of people use that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I was making music there, and like it got to like my lowest of my lows, and I was like, I can't think like this. I was like, it's okay to be upset, it's okay to be sad, but there's way too many people in my life, especially my family, that depend on me.
Right.
So it don't really matter if I don't.
Oh, you the superstar of the family.
It don't really matter if I don't make it in this music. But as long as I can reach a few people, change a few people's lives, make a few people realize that there's a better side to this,
right?
I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm happy.
I love that.
Yeah, and like I just said, you the superstar of the family.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like they be doing us wrong though, man. You know, every time I go over to the family house, they be ready for me to go to the store. I be like, damn, well, y'all can't go to the damn store. You know, as soon as I walked in,
We need some ice.
you know, man, you the star. They might give you a discount. You know?
It's right down the street. I don't care if it's across the street.
You know, like that. I'm tired. Look.
The second I got my car, every time I'd come home from school, my mama, like, can you go pick us up some milk? Can you go down to Sam's Club? Like, I just got home.
You know, I'm ready to do some music, you know?
I got you, but calm down.
Yeah. And I tell people this all the time, man. Like, you know, one thing about me when I started mainstream radio, you know, and Q heard the story as well, man. You know, I actually started, like I said, man, I would never bash somebody that's working a 9-to-5 job, because I started a 9-to-5 job, man. And of course, man, I was tired, bro. You know, getting up, doing, because I used to work, 5? I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to work 6, getting off at 4, about 4:40, 4:30, whatever. Mm-hmm. And still dedicated to come home doing mainstream radio, you know, because I was doing this from the basement. So, you know, doing this right from the crib. I was tired, bro. You know, like all my energy from work all day drained my energy out, man. But, you know, it was times that, you know, I didn't even want to go on the radio no more. It was time that I didn't even want to do mainstream no more. It was time that I was about to give up. Like, man, I don't even want to do this no more. And I always tell people this all the time, man. Like, starting off at any job, a 9-to-5, this, that, you know, when you feel like you're ready to become your own boss, when you feel like you're ready to become your own CEO, man, save those checks, because those checks is gonna make you somewhere that you feel like you never had. You know, I feel like everybody spend money on shoes, clothes, this, that, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, I wasn't that type of person to be trying to be so quick up on shoes, on Jordans, on this, on that, on t-shirts, pants, whatever. I was quick on my business, because at the end of the day, you know, I feel like, you know, you saving up, you doing so much for your business, you doing so much for this, doing so much for that. You look back and be like, man, from starting music, from starting DJing, from starting radio, you know, we didn't ask for handouts, man. I wasn't the type of person to ask mom, dad, grandpa, grandparents, can I borrow $20? Can I get this? Can I get that? I have to hustle on my own, bro. I have to get my ass up at 6 o'clock in the morning to 4 in the afternoon and hustle, because at the end of the day, they'll look at it like this, man. They'll try to bash you out like, man, we was the person that helped you out and doing this and doing that. And I don't condone when you get into an argument. That's what they throw up in your face. Oh, I helped you out.
always come back to you.
That happened to you before?
All the time, bro. All the time, man. Yeah, bro. So it's like, when that type of stuff happens, bro, I try not to put too much energy into it. You know what I'm saying? I just let people say what they got to say, because even if you was to go back and forth and bicker with them, or whatever position you want to take on handling that situation, bro, it's just like...
Come a little bit so the kid.
Oh, yeah, my bad. It's, you know, when you're trying to handle that situation, bro, it could go two ways. It go south or north. And I feel like you just want to walk out of every situation and still able to love your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to get into it, fight with people, or bicker, or hold a grudge against people. But I feel like, you know, you got to get.
Because we don't see a lot of family be doing that. You know, holding grudges against each other. You know, you will come up to, it'll be just like I said, Thanksgiving coming up. Where you been at? I ain't seen you since last year. You know, and then they be throwing this up and doing this, and I don't know if you got them ghetto families, man, but they be like, man, you asleep? No, I ain't gonna say, but they be like, you know how that, you know, family be
That's
still.
how it be, man. You know, family, but that's family though, man.
You know?
Like that type of stuff. I'll have that come from family any day. You know, versus some of the same energy coming from a stranger. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's when things get sticky. You know what I'm saying? That's when you gotta weigh your options to understand how you gotta move in those situations. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the family, man. Shout out to everybody. It's all love at the end of the day. Every argument.
That's why I always give credit when it do and prompts when it do.
Say that, bro.
My OG, you know, she like the coolest OG in the world, man. You know, this is why I started this station at right in her house downstairs. She could have been like,
crazy.
I ain't gonna be having these people coming in now. I'm like, look, they just coming downstairs in the basement. You know, anybody coming upstairs, anybody going in here, nobody going in there. Doors stay locked. You know, somebody trying to come upstairs, they're probably gonna get attacked by 2 pits.
Oh,
so you don't want to go up there.
That ain't gonna
You don't want to go
fun
up
time.
there.
That ain't gonna be a fun time.
And you live on the radio.
Told off. That's crazy.
But I tell people this all the time, man. You know, the love and the support, you know, from starting from the ground, making your way up, man. I go back and watch. That's why I love Snapchat, because Snapchat actually saves your memories, moments, man, from first day. And I actually recorded a video and was like, man, in 4 or 5 years from now, I'm going to be my own damn radio station building. And I go back and watch that video like every day. Like, man, I can't believe, you know, I was 19 years old when I said this. You know, I had nothing, bro. No controller, no computer, nothing. You know, I started this bad boy just using a laptop and holding a microphone in my hand, man. You know, and what them things is, you know, you gotta put the thing on the crate so the crate can just hold the.
I don't even know what they call. I know what you're talking about though.
Them crates holders. You start
crate holders, man.
Yeah, you start somewhere. You know, I think that's what I think that's what they used them when they used to play basketball. I used to have open the crates up and just start hooping or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I think those are the trenches those days. You know? You know, but I tell people this all the time, and like, you know, never give up on where you started at, man. You know, you'll have those that are still try to hate on your business from day one, man. You know, but at the end of the day, you your own supporter. You got your own mindset to tell yourself you gonna do this, you gonna make it happen, man. Because at the end of the day, those that want to support you, they gonna try to crawl in your circle.
They gonna
like,
figure it out. They gonna hop on. Yeah, they gonna hop on. You gonna start noticing like they gonna post you a lot more. They gonna be interacting with everything a lot more, bro. And it's just like, you just got to be visual, you know what I'm saying? You got to be aware of what's going on, because there'll be a lot of people that try to sneak in and just, you know, pull from the opportunists.
They see you popular now. You think it's popular.
Opportunists, man.
Me personally, like, I walk around, I keep my mouth closed. I don't start arguments with people because I find it pointless.
Right.
There's no reason to go get myself into an argument. And now, especially nowadays, no reason for me to go get myself killed over something that I could honestly care less about.
Yeah.
And, like, people like that, for me, I know who was there from day one. And it's like once you get on my bad side, I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna drop you. Like I don't wanna be around that energy.
He said he ain't gonna tell you, he gonna drop you.
So do you feel like that's the right way to handle those type of situations though? Like just completely, you know, just
it depends
because you don't look like a fighter.
It depends on the situation. Don't say that. I played football for a long time.
No, you look like a boxer.
Hey, he physical. He physical.
It depends on the situation, because like whenever like obviously everybody has arguments in their friend group with like, somebody.
Facts.
With arguments, I'm gonna try to work it out, especially if you're somebody that like I rock with heavily. I'm gonna try to figure it out, because I mean people are important to me.
Yeah, as you should. Yeah.
But whenever it comes to something like if it's something different, like where it's just you're talking behind my back to other people, spreading fake rumors, like talking crap about me, insinuating fights with people that I care about. Like, there's no reason for me to, like, take you back in my life whenever you're doing, like, small arguments, we can fix that.
Yeah.
You talking behind somebody's back, I can't fix that.
And then you gotta realize, this too, because now, you know, you're marketing yourself as a businessman as well, man, because everybody try to, you know, mess up your business. You know, I've seen and watched a lot of DJs get bashed out from people that they shouldn't be around at all, man. You know, me personally, you know, I always surround myself around the right people. You know, I'll make sure my business is running 100% quality. I make sure, you know, my DJ service 100% quality. I'm not going to bring 20, 40, 50 people all behind me. I'm like, one of y'all musty, you know. And I be telling people this all the time, like, man, when you doing your own thing, you don't need 20, 30 people all up on you, stuff like that, man, because they could just be there just to ride your wave, or they could just be there, just to, use you for what you got going on for yourself.
Say it was there.
Take advantage of you,
To be honest, for me, like, the way I see it now, especially, like, I'm not going to say I've gone Hollywood, there's no reason for me to,
right.
But the way I'm seeing it right now is just, like, it doesn't really matter how many people hate against me.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to faze me. One smile will make a big difference. One smile is a lot better than 1,000 frowns.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot more powerful than 1,000 frowns, 1,000 haters. Because that one person you're making smile, that one person that's, like, listening to you on a consistent basis, they need you.
Yeah.
Those haters can move on with life. You could not be there and they'd still be living life.
Yeah.
That person who's listening to you consistently, it's not the same case.
Yeah, they wish they could be you, but I be telling people be telling me this all the time, like, man, okay, I want to be just like you. I want to, do this, do that. At the same time, people say that, I feel like, they want to just be like a duplicate of the same thing that you doing. And I tell people this all the time. Do you know how long it took me to get into these shoes to get like me? And people don't realize, like, they think everything is easy.
Yeah, it just comes quick.
Just come overnight or something.
Yeah. And it shouldn't be like that. If this is what you love to do, go crazy. Have fun with it, man. Don't just be doing it just because you see it's popping, just because you see, I can get, doing this and doing that. Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people want to get famous off DJing, want to get famous off being an artist, man. I actually love what I do. I don't want to get famous. I don't care about the buzz. I don't care about this. This is actually what I love to do. I love sitting down here talking to the audience, talking to the listeners, DJing, watching the crowd dance on the floor, have fun. Hell, us DJs be in the back of the booth, we be ready to go. Look how I got in the crowd with the kids.
I'm having fun, man. We gonna have some fun today.
Yeah. And people don't realize that, like, man, when you doing what you love to do, man, you'll feel like, man, this is not taking me far in life. What should I do to keep pushing? What should I do to keep manifesting into my craft? And I'll be telling people this all the time. Like, people can listen, people don't have to listen, but I tell them, like, man, if this is what you really love to do, go crazy. Have fun with what you love to do, man. Don't just be doing it just because you see somebody else doing it, or you want to just be a follower and not be a leader. Like, I tell people this all the time. I'm a leader. I'm not out here trying to be a follower like this other person. Do this, do that. I wait my turn, bro. I just sit back and watch and wait my turn, bro. People call me up for interviews, hit me up. Hey, I'm there. I'm not. Let me go get on this other person's radio station. Let me go get on this other person. Let me go to Q gig and steal his shine. I don't do that. Like, I sit back. He invite me to a gig. I let him do his thing. Record. Hey, you need me to record for you, bro? I got you, man. I like to give people love. I like to let people get their own shine in. Somebody might say, that's my favorite DJ. You think I'm gonna get mad and be pissed off? Hell no.
Right.
He got his crowd. You got your crowd. I got my crowd. But the world don't work like that, man. Everybody be so jealous.
Everybody be hating, bro. It's just hate. That's the biggest word of our lifetime, bro. It's hate. It's just sick.
They think and people be thinking you better than them, or be thinking, you do so much better than this person, and they be like, man, well, if this person doing this person doing it, I can do it too. Or be trying to watch you and won't even comment. I call them silent haters, because you had those silent haters too. They claim they rock with you, but when they see you physically in public, are you still doing that little music? Are you still doing that little DJing? Are you still doing that little... I be like, hell yeah, I still... I ain't gonna lie, I actually worked for somebody when they called my radio station Little. I said... I was about to say, wait a minute, did you call that station Little? I was about to FaceTime
It's disrespectful, bro.
Let me FaceTime you, show you my little radio station.
It's disrespectful, and it's discrediting all the work that you put in over the years to invest in yourself, to better yourself, to get yourself to the... Not to exactly where you want to be, maybe, but to a point where you're comfortable and understand, okay, I know where I started at, I know where I'm at, and I know where I'm trying to go.
Right.
And it's a discredit to that whole process, you know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, it's the people that ain't even working for nothing, bro. It's the people that ain't even got no type of skill, no type of gift that will actually, you know what I'm saying, positively affect everybody else. And this... Yes, sir, man.
Nighttime radio has never been this.
You already ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir. We back, man. This your boy DJ Q, helping him with my partner in crime, Lil John. Stop.
Yeah!
Man. You already know we got Vonte 803 in the building, man. Rocking Airways, doing this thing, bro. So we're gonna get back to it, man. So a quick question for you. So like before I started DJing, bro, I say for about 2 years, man, I was producing. I was making beats. I was really into the creation of the music. You know what I'm saying? And after listening to your songs, bro, You got a different sound, bro. The beats you actually flowing on and the message you carrying, bro, I really love it. So is there any particular, how can I say, a particular way that you go into finding the beat that fit a song that you want to get off your chest or something? How does that work for you with your production?
To be honest, like as of right now, I have 45 unreleased songs.
Woo!
All
Okay.
recorded in the last year. I make music for therapy. Like that's even in my Instagram description. Like I make music as my therapy. For the most part though, I stick to one producer and one producer only because like I just love the way he does his beats.
As you
He's
should.
always
And that's
really
good. You
Yeah,
stay
you
with one
should.
solid producer. You
Yes,
don't want
you
to be
should.
bouncing around.
Yep.
You know?
I've done other songs to other beats, other producers, but like the producer I listen to, like rock with on YouTube, his name's Malloy.
Okay.
Malloy.
My lord!
Shout out Malloy, man.
Just the way he produces his beats. Like I remember walking into the studio or Envy on the first time and just seeing that the engineer's face the second that beat came in, he just had that nasty face. when he
Yeah, you
rocked
already
with
know
him.
it was gonna be something.
I was like, so I mean he's always been able to do his stuff, and then the fact that he drops a beat at least once a day, like no matter what I'm going through, I
That
can just
man
come
grinding.
home, run it through.
I love that, bro. I love that. That's what's up, man. For real, for real. That's
Man.
good info that you giving right now, bro.
And you said 7 years you've been going crazy like this?
Yeah.
7 years.
So I started because whenever it was more like when Rap God dropped, everyone was trying to figure out how to do that flow, like do this part. And I was like, okay. And I eventually got to the point where I could do it, and I was like, you know what? I like this music stuff. Let me rock with it a little more. So I started like freestyling with my friends because a lot of my friends shout out my boy Eric. He's always been really good at singing. So like him singing, me freestyling, like it just clicked perfectly. So I carried it on. Stopped making music probably like 4 years ago. Came into high school and I was still freestyling with my homies, and then like last year, or actually January of 2 years ago almost now.
Okay.
I went through my breakup and I was like so emotionally filled. I was like I can't hold all of this inside, and I don't really feel like I have somebody to talk to. So let me put this into something that other people could use for themselves.
Yeah. And I be telling, and just like that, man, because you just bounced the next question to me, man. You know, a lot of artists don't take their frustration in their music at all, man. They be so focused on what somebody gonna say about their song or what they gonna feel about their song, man. But whatever you got going on, I be telling people this all the time. Whatever you got going on, heartbreak, you know, losing someone, you know, or just going through a lot, man, mentally, you know, just put it in the song, you know, have fun with what you love to do, man. You know, don't be embarrassed, don't be scared, or this person making sad music, or this person talking about his personal life, or this person doing this, doing that, man. Like, this is what you love to do. This is the audience that's gonna want to continue to keep tuning in and turn up with you, man. And I tell people this all the time, man. Don't change for nobody else. Just be yourself, do what you love to do, follow your dreams, and make it happen.
At all times.
You know?
It's crazy, bro, because I feel like that's a lot of people's barrier when they going through this journey. You know what I'm saying? They hit a barrier where they feel like something might not be hot. Actually, it is, but they're listening to the wrong people. They got the wrong people in their ear telling them, nah, man, that ain't it. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Or not even giving them feedback at all. You know, you would send something to somebody, DM or something, or text them something like, hey, man, can you check this out? It's my new song. It's my new whatever you got going on. And shit, half time, bro, they won't even open it.
They won't even open it.
They won't even open it.
Somebody just asked
You
me
know
today
what I'm
to tag them on, you know, on a post, and I was like, done. Just tag your name.
It's just quick, yeah.
You know,
Just
like,
showing love,
I'm just
man.
showing love. If you look, you need me to tag your name, bro, I got you, man. You know, a lot of people be like, man, you promoting yourself in my DMs and doing this and doing that. Like, it's the reason why we following each other.
Exactly.
To help each other, gain each other, you know, build each other up. A lot of people don't do that, man. So I salute you, my brother, on everything you got going on, man. Of course, let's flash back into the first day, you know, you becoming an artist, man. Like, take us to that journey, man. From those that didn't know who you was back then to now, everybody rocking with you today.
Alright, so the first song I ever recorded, it was at my grandmother's house. We basically we had to move out really quickly from our house.
Okay.
We moved to our grandmother's and then we moved to our aunt's here. But that in between of my grandmother, she had a little laptop they bought her to play Farmville.
Okay.
And I remember asking her, I was like, hey, can I use it? And she was like, yeah, you can. And I downloaded, I don't remember if people remember this, but Audacity.
Okay, I remember that.
Downloaded Audacity, and the first song I ever did was a remix to Armed and Dangerous by Juice WRLD. First song I ever did, and I did like 6 songs while I was there for a month. And that's where I first started. And then January, my homeboy hit me up and he was like, hey, I know you can freestyle. Can you put a verse to a song?
Right.
Did him the verse, and the second I did that verse, I was like, why am I not making music anymore?
Right.
I have this tool, I have BandLab in front of me, I can learn how to use it. there's no barrier stopping me anymore. It's not
That's
about not having a laptop or not having a mic. I got my phone and the Xbox headset. I'm gonna make this work today.
Say that, bro.
So I just started every night. Like I remember my mama coming home after DoorDashing at like 2 o'clock in the morning, see me in my bed like just freestyling off the top. And I just started doing that. And then when I moved houses, and then I went to a new job. That's where I met my homeboy Rob.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I found out he was doing music, and we clicked together. We liked the way we styled, and he was like, "Hey, we going to Envion today. You want to come through?"
And I like that. I like that when artists actually, you know, interact with another artist. Because like I was just saying, you know, every artist be thinking it's competition, or I can freestyle on this beat better than you, or you know, doing this, doing that. You can learn from this brother. This brother can learn from you. Matter of fact, we can all learn from each other at the end of the day, man. People don't realize that it's not that we try to think we better than this, better than that person. And yeah, man. And how long you say y'all been knowing each other?
We've actually only known each other for a year now. So, but we just got really close as like at me working at that job because, I mean, we're really the only we're a group of young people there, like we're the youngest there. So young people stick together, and the fact that he made music made me want to rock with him harder.
Facts. That was that comment link. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, like our music styles don't match really like well because like we sound like similar, like two different artists. But at the end of the day, just the fact that he makes music. Like, it helps me when I get stuck in a rut, like a freestyle or like an emotional thing.
Right.
Like, I can just bounce ideas off of him or go to his house and freestyle, and he'll be like, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Like, that's how it is. And then he introduced me to Envion.
Okay. So, top 5 artists right now, you know, you looking up to, you want to work with, want to continue to work with, want to get on features with, man. So, we're going to quiz you. So, what's up?
First one, I'm gonna have to get this out the way. Like this isn't in the top 5 just because he passed away. But #1 artist of all time for me, Juice WRLD. So listen to him since Goodbye and Good Riddance like ever first became an idea. Like I've been rocking with him for a long time.
Especially playing at the party. You gonna turn the whole party up.
Yes, sir.
I love Juice WRLD, man. Shout out Juice WRLD, man. Rest in peace, for real.
Yeah. First artist would probably be Polo G.
Okay.
I like the way that he flows on his beats. I like the beats that he chooses, and I just like the style he has.
Okay.
I like the message he tries to send out in a good bit of his songs. After him would probably be Scory.
Okay.
I know he got co-signed by Polo, and same thing. Honestly, I actually found out this recently. The engineer or the producer who makes my beats also made a few of Scory's beats. So that's just it's a common link.
There you go.
Same thing, just the way he uses his voice as like a weapon.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
Third would probably be the Killer Roy.
Okay.
I've always been interested in singers. I mean, I used to be singing my soul out to Rihanna back in the day.
For sure, right.
So like the way that he can just sing and the way he has so much talent, especially at such a young age himself. He's like 18, 19 now. I think that's like incredible, and it's not even just to work with him, just to know him as a person.
Okay.
Fourth pick, this is really underrated. This guy actually only has 30 monthly listeners on Spotify. But I just found him recently. His name is Kilo Vibes. Kilo Vibes.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is. Like, I heard him on TikTok one time, and just the way that he was able to deliver his vocals so smoothly over the beat, like, I was like, dog, well, you did something magical right here.
Oh, God.
And ever since I heard that on TikTok, like, I've just had a song in my head, like, over and over again. Like, it just gets stuck in there.
Okay.
And then fifth artist probably would be Lil Baby.
Okay.
I mean, he just carries.
I thought you was gonna say the baby. I was like, the baby be fighting people.
No, Lil Baby has so much.
You feel me?
Lil Baby has so much skill in his raps, and just the ability of him to kill any beat freestyle off like written doesn't matter. Like his ability to do that. I want to work with him just so I can learn how to do that. Like, learn from it.
Okay.
That's a talented brother, man.
Ooh, come on, y'all, man. 803Vonte is definitely in the building tonight. Of course, he's our spotlight artist, taking over the entire 8 o'clock hour, man. But, you know, sadly but gladly, we're coming to the end of this interview, man. But before we do get out of here, I'm going to pass the mic back over to Q. So, no, just in case he got any last words, advice he want to leave to you tonight, man. Q, holla at him.
Yeah, for sure, man. Just one last thing, getting up out of here, man. You know, just the trajectory of your music, bro. I love how you labeled your sound, bro. Therapy music. I love it. What advice do you got for musicians, not even musicians, just people out there who are looking for that inspiration in music or looking for that voice that can really, you know, affect them in a better way or really change the way they move? You know, like, what do you got to say to them, you know, to help them in their situation?
To be honest, like, don't put yourself in a situation where you can, like, cause your downfall.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you got going through your life, whatever you got going on in your head, it's difficult and it's painful, but I promise you, like, there's a way to solve that. There's a way that everybody has an art form they can conform to, and conform to the art form that heals you the most.
Facts. Facts, man. I love it, bro. Y'all gotta remember, this brother's 17 and he is giving game, bro. He giving game, man. Make sure y'all tune in, man. 803Vonte here, man. Rocking the
Giving out
airwaves.
advice.
You feel me,
Yes,
man?
sir.
Giving out game, man. I hope y'all taking that, man, from this young brother, because he on the big things, man. I'm excited for you, bro. And I'm definitely going to be checking in on you and slamming your music when I'm mixing it in the clubs, bro. So shout out to you, bro, and just keep going on your journey, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And of course, man, some advice that you want to leave to yourself, man, tonight.
Advice for myself.
Advice for yourself, man.
Probably the best advice that I've ever received and that I could ever give back to myself is just, there's a lot of emotions that can go in the human brain. There's a lot of things that can bring you down, and there's a lot of things that you can cause yourself to bring yourself down. And just have the ability to even take everything in, just to have the ability to breathe in, realize what's going on, and figure out how to fight everything in front of you.
That's the key.
Facts.
Right there, man.
Love
Right
that,
there
man.
from the Brody 803Vonte live. Keep clapping up for the Brody live. Let's close out my show with y'all, man, with some advice, man. Continue to keep growing, keep following your dreams, keep pushing, pursuing your journey, man. Following everything you got going on for yourself, man. Anything that you want to do in life, you definitely gonna make it happen. Of course, keep proving people wrong. Most probably prove to yourself. Anything 803Vonte wants to do in life, he's definitely gonna make it happen. And you know,
sir.
Mainstream Radio, one more time, keep clapping up because we just make it happen.
So, good work, man. Great interview.
And I salute you again on your journey, on everything you got coming up, man. Can we expect, another EP real soon, for the years out? Because we down to like 9 weeks left of 2022,
You know what? I'm not going to say too much. I want people to still tune in.
Okay.
But I will tell you, there's a lot of stuff in plan prior to my birthday, which is January 12th.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Capricorn.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I know y'all Capricorn.
He know all the signs.
No, because my artist a Capricorn. Yeah.
I will tell you that it's when the EP drops. And just to give y'all some food for thought, just to give y'all something so y'all can think about what to expect.
Okay.
The EP is going to be called Call Me Back When You Get This Message.
He said, call me back when you get this message, man.
I like that.
Man, and of course, before we drop the final single of the night, man, it's always about pushing yourself and publishing yourself, man. Social media, so they can lock in with you, follow you, stay in tune with you every damn well. Where can they stay connected with you at, man?
Hey, first, easiest way to connect with me, go to my Instagram. It's at LilVonte, LilVonte 999. In my bio, you'll find my Linktree that has everything. Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music. And then, honestly, it's right now. If you need any help in life, if you need anything, like, just hit me up on that.
Yeah.
And most likely, I'll respond. Like, I'm busy, but I'm not that busy. I always have time to help somebody out.
All day, man. And one more time, man, you want to shout your cameraman out as well that's in the building with us as well, man?
Shout out my man, Robbie V. He's helped me come through in this music stuff a lot.
Yes, sir. Shout out Robbie V, man.
Man, and it's number love and of course number support towards everybody that's always continue to rock out with us, always continue supporting us, man. 803Vonte is definitely in the building tonight, taking over the whole damn 8 o'clock hour. Number love and of course number support, man. But we gotta drop the final single tonight, man. Why don't you go and introduce us to this next single off your album?
This last song of the EP is called Tell Me a Story / Dark Secret. And the entire point of the song is just having somebody that says they with you, but they're not with you.
Yeah. So what's like your time frame of going in the studio? Is you like a morning studio? Because I know you're still in school, so I know it had to be during the mid-afternoon into the nighttime. So
I like that mid-after, like later in the afternoon type to night. Yeah.
Okay. Man, like I said, man, once again, I salute you on everything you got going on your journey, on your career, man. 803Vonte, definitely a blessing to have this bro live right here on Mainstream Radio. One more time, bro, social media, so they can lock in with you just in case they mind still stuck under Patrick Rock. Where can they lock in with you at, man?
At LilVonte 999 on Instagram.
All day, man. And of course, before we get out of here, because The last hour of the show, the 9 o'clock hour. DJ Q Hef about to bless us with the 9 o'clock hour, man. We're going to grab some quick videos, some quick pictures before you get out of here as well, bro. So number love and, of course, number support towards everybody that's been tapping in with us and, of course, everybody that's always continuing to rock out with us. All right? More bangers, and DJ Q going to close us up out of here inside his entire 9 o'clock hour right here on a late night tea. Definitely keep it on lock, man. 803 Vonte, I salute you, my boy!